Is this fine or
That's fine. Good morning, class. How is everybody today?
good?
Good, good. Did you come to school ready to learn this morning?
Yes.
All right, well, we are starting a new book this week. But before you get your books, I want to talk about opinions. Do you guys know what an opinion is?
No.
No? An opinion is a viewpoint that you form based on information that you have readily available. So if you're getting a new book, the only information you have available right away is the cover of the book. So you might form an opinion about what you think the book is about, or if you think you'll like it or not. So that's kind of what today's lesson is about. That's kind of what the whole unit is about. But today we're going to talk about how you form your opinions and if they can change. So our new book is James and the Giant Peach by Roald Dahl. And what I've done is I've drawn posters of the front and back cover of the book so you guys can take a look at them and kind of form your opinions about what you think the book would be like, if you think you would like it, what can you gather from what you see and what you read. And this goes to forming opinions about movies, about people, celebrities, things like that. So once you've had a chance to kind of look it over, I would like you guys to tell me what you think the book is going to be about. So, yes, Caitlin.
Is James going on an adventure?
It sounds like it, doesn't it?
Yes.
Yes, it does. And he could be going on a very big adventure. Can you gather anything else from what you read or what you see? Do you have any questions? Yes, Elizabeth.
I think it's going to be silly because it's colorful and maybe a little scary because of the people in it. They
do not look like nice people. No, and Roald Dahl is great for the silly writing. He did Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, My Big Friendly Giant, so he's a fantastic author for that silly adventure kind of thing. And that's why we're starting with James and the Giant Peach. So what I have for you now is, let's see, I'm going to give you guys a little bit more insight and then see if your opinion changes from what you originally thought. Has anyone seen the movie James and the Giant Peach? Okay, so here is, hold on. All right, so what did you guys think? Did your opinion change a little bit? Did it stay the same? Were you right on point? Did you have some things a little bit different? Yes. It is silly. There are a couple parts in the movie that are a little bit iffy, but again, you know, that's the movie interpretation, and books and movies can often be very different. You can form an opinion based on a movie trailer. on the cover of a book on a first impression that you make with someone. So what I have up here for you, if you want to come up and take a look, is I have different books and movies, and just based on what you can gather from the first impression, let me try to form an opinion of if you think it would be something that you like, if you think that it would be interesting. Even if you have read the book or seen the movie, just pretend you're looking at it for the first time. Like this one, Batman Motorized Mayhem, I think is going to be full of action and adventure.
This one looks like it's going to be the best movie in the world with very sad plot twists.
And why do you think it looks like that? What gives you that impression?
He has cuts all over his face, and this guy has a weird eye.
Those are good observations, Caitlin.
And for some reason, I just feel like this one isn't going to get. Are these part of the same?
They are. And how did you come to that question, Elizabeth?
These are the same guy, and both of them are Harry Potter. So maybe, but yeah. He has another cut right here.
I think Harry has some bad luck in life. So part of what we are going to do is you guys are going to get a worksheet, and you are going to what I want you to do is fill out the first part, the top half, with what you gathered and what your opinion is of James and the Giant Peach and why you came to those conclusions. If you want to, you can come up and look at the covers. I can play the YouTube trailer again, and then we'll pass out the books and you guys can start your independent reading. All right, so now that you've done the first part of your worksheet, I have a couple more questions that I would like you guys to discuss as a group before we hand out the books. So first and foremost, have you guys ever seen a trailer for a movie or looked at the cover of a book that you were absolutely certain that you were not going to like, but you ended up really enjoying it?
Yes.
Yes? And were you surprised at how different the book was based on the first impression that you got from it?
Mm-hmm. And
so can opinions be changed, or are they just written in stone? Once you form one, that's it?
They can change.
It's good that they can change because that means that you are learning and growing as a person. Do you think that you can adequately judge a book by its cover? No? Some people would say that that's why books have covers, so they can be judged. But it's not always an accurate representation, and that is something to remember when you're on the hunt for a new book. Yes, Caitlin?
Why would an author pick a boring cover for their book?
A lot of times, it's not just the author's decision. A lot of times it has to do with the publisher and the illustrator who has been chosen to do the cover. They have access to the manuscript, which is the book as a whole before it's published, and then the cover is usually their interpretation of it. So sometimes the author and illustrator will collaborate as much as possible. Like with James and the Giant Peach, with Elizabeth's observation, I'm sure that he had some influence over the cover of his book because it is colorful, it is bright, and it draws you in. So he probably had a lot to say about what went on the covers of his book. So it's not always within the author's 100% power, so they do the best that they can. So can you gather any helpful information from the cover or back cover of a book before you've ever read it? What kind of information can you gather?
What the story will be about.
Do you think you get a lot of intricate details? No?
Yes.
I think that you can infer a lot. You can kind of take what you've read here with what you've seen here, and you can kind of piece a little bit together And then by the end of the book, the rest of the puzzle is all filled in. So it's important not to just pick up a book and start reading, but to really look at it. What's on the cover? Who's on the cover? Caitlin, no electronics in class. So I'm going to pass out your books for the week. You will have class time every day to do independent reading. I would recommend that you guys read at home too. I will be available during independent reading time for any questions that you might have or any clarification that you might need. When you're finished with your book, you can finish the second half of your worksheet and turn it in to me. And if you do it early, then I have some other really cool activities that you guys might want to take a look at. So get started and let me know if you have any questions. Okay? All right, I'll bring your books around.